Okay, let's watch this next video. Okay, as you can see, it could have been much worse. Much worse. Could have been a head-on collision situation. So basically what happened there is you have a guy coming in and merging pretty slow. Now if this is you driving, you have to acknowledge that this might be a short ramp, entrance ramp, and this might be a slow car. So you have to take that into consideration as he's coming down here. Okay. Now, if I were the driver, I definitely would have slowed down. Especially right here. Especially right here, because you're not going to beat him. There's a good chance he's not going to accelerate fast enough. Part of the issue here, see the angle of this? It's very hard to kind of see how fast he's going to gauge his speed when merging areas are so almost perpendicular to the road. Almost perpendicular as in they're coming out at almost a 90-degree angle. This is a 90-degree angle. This is a 90-degree angle. Not quite, obviously, because it is merging, but it just makes it all the more worse. This is a simple miscalculation. The guy who's coming up assumes this car is going to accelerate, and at the last minute realizes, oh, he's not moving. Simple miscalculation. Simple little bump on the back at high speed can cause any vehicle to lose control. Almost head-on collision. Good thing these people were in the right lane position here. These people that were coming were in right lane position. Now when he swerves over, he's simply trying to avoid oncoming cars. So he jerks the wheel to the right, overcorrecting and going off the side of the road here. Luckily it was a nice soft embankment. He probably survived unless the rear end collision somehow caused damage to his brain or something, but which is possible. But for the most part, that is a survivable accident. So on one of the drives, I will talk about an embankment, and I'll ask, if you go over the embankment, do you think you'd survive? And this is almost identical to the one that I take you on. So if you can remember this video, and you can remember what happens to this car, you'll be able to answer that. Are you able to survive? Would you be able to survive? Normal speed, miscalculation, boom, loses control, swerves, overcorrects off the side of the road. So lots of little things there, lots of little things to think about. Guy coming in, you should slow down because you're obviously not going to beat him, and you have to assume the worst. Assume it's a short merge area. Assume it's a slow car. Because what can happen is, let's say you're the driver and you're coming up on him, and you hit the brakes hard, and you don't hit him, well then the guy in back of you can hit you. And maybe shoot you forward, and then you hit this guy anyways. So as soon as you can identify the potential problem. Now obviously potential problem is coming from the right. You look to the left. I have no swerve option here. My only option is the brake option. So if he comes down, just kind of slow down, let him in. Okay? Now if the guy's going to merge right into you, you have to say, well, can I swerve to the left? No, cannot swerve. So if a guy's merging into you, if that car were coming out right in this area, he would just have to hit you. He would just have to hit you. And there is probably a chance you'd be pushed over into oncoming cars anyways. So it's extremely important to gauge the risk in this situation and say, hey, you know what, I'm just going to help this guy out and let him in. Let's watch it one more time. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay.